Shout out to Famous Athletics. Peace.
Shout out to Famous Athletics. Peace.
Hey, yo, boy, subscribe!
You know, ain't used to a young kicking game. First class was gym, exercise the limbs. Fast metabolism, keep it so slim. It's Fame USA, up the game. Punching bag treatment on they big.
Alright, so there's different aspects to boxing, right? Everybody knows different aspects to boxing. The number one thing people like to go back and forth on is the business aspect. They like to talk about, oh, this guy is bringing this much money, this guy is this much known, this guy doesn't deserve a fight. You got the aspect of the boxing purists, the people who just want to see the good fights, people who want to see good matchups, prime versus prime, style versus style. All type of, they like all type. They're not subjective to just the brawling style. They're not subjected to the boxing style. They subjected to the boxer, puncher, the thinker, the person with the defense, all that, right? So those are two main points of boxing, that how people view them. Then you got other topics that we're not gonna address, but number one thing is we respect guys with heart, right? And that fits into the Mexican style, the brawler, the guy who comes forward, and the guy who says, you know what, I'm gonna make it a bloody scene, a bloody bath. But then again, on the other hand, what we'll do is when they lose and they start getting their shit beat out of them, we're like, damn, this dude needs to retire. He needs to stop fucking boxing. You know, his career is over. He's a front runner. But there's a gift and a curse with the front runner. We downplay the front runner, but the front runner always saves the show, if you notice that. The front runner is always the guy who'll take the fight on short notice, the guy who'll always get in the ring with any competitor. For instance, Chris Algieri, when he was coming up, we knew he was a front runner when he was facing Manny Pacquiao. You know, they hyped him up to be something that he wasn't, and he turned out to be a front runner, which Chris Algieri, fellow New Yorker, shout out to Chris Algieri, but he's nothing much but a front runner at the moment. But Chris Algieri is a see it to believe it type of guy, so he went in with Pacquiao, tested himself. But before Pacquiao, he fought Ruzan Pavanikov, tested himself. Then he fought Pacquiao. Then he fought Amir Khan. Then he fought Earl Spence. To me, all these guys have the tools what it takes to beat Chris Algieri, and a lot of fighters would never took that schedule. They would never took that schedule against those type of opponents. But Chris Algieri, when lo and behold, saved the day when Earl Spence didn't have an opponent. What happened? Chris Algieri stepped up to the plate. And we got to respect these guys, the front runners, the guys that saved the day, because you have a lot of dudes out here, they champions, they top 5 or they top 10 or top 7. They either hiding, they don't want to fight, they don't want to give nobody a shot. This guy doesn't deserve it, he doesn't make enough money. And that's where the politics come in. Politics fuck up everything in boxing, but the front runners save all that. So guys like Hank Lundy, you understand what I'm saying? When Hank Lundy is a dude that fight anybody. Is he a top level fighter? No, he's not. But will he get in the ring if somebody calls him out, or if he feels like he could beat somebody? Yes, he would. He saves the day when they don't have opponent. And at that, the fight is exciting. It's not boring. You feel me? Luis Collazo, another guy. Give him chance after chance. He'd be the underdog and he'll surprise you. You know, shocking the motherfucking world. Hurting Keith Thurman, etc., etc. You know, his claim to fame. You know, Ricky Hatton's and all that. Stopping a dope prospect, Sammy Vasquez, I mean. Stopping him. So, you know, Luis Collazo, a front runner. Shane Mosley after a while. I couldn't say Shane Mosley's a front runner, but after a while he was a front runner. Shane Mosley kind of, he downplayed his own career by the decisions he made, but Shane Mosley was another guy saved the day for Pacquiao, for these dudes have heart. So that's basically what I'm saying. These dudes that have heart, and the front runners are the guys that, you know, we shit on sometimes, but for the most part, they save the day when the champions don't want to fight or acting like females, you know? You got to give it up to the front runners. Who else is it? Robert Guerrero, before he retired. He knew he was a front runner. Had so many wars and all that, but he always put on a good fight. Saved the fucking night. Saved the day. You knew you was going to talk about a fight if Robert Guerrero was in it. you know, and that's excluding everything else as far as afterlife for boxing and all that. But we got to give much respect to the front runners. The champions don't want to fight the champions. You got Joshua talking about he gonna fuck Deontay Wilder up. Then again, Wilder's calling him out, and the fight is yet to be made. So we got a bunch of talking there. Bunch of talking, bunch of yapping. Then you got Ortiz waiting to the third. This is the first. So it's a bunch of talking. Then you got Rigo and Loma, a bunch of talking. You understand what I'm saying? Then you got, what else? You got Keith Thurman want to fight any of the welterweights we trying to see. He's out on vacation. He's not doing much. Danny Garcia, top 5. He want to fight the smaller guys. You got Earl Spence. Nobody wants to fight him, call him out. He got the IBF strap. Nobody want to call Earl Spence out. You just got a whole bunch of bullshit going on. You got Sean Porter. He want the Keith Thurman fight. He want the Danny Garcia fight. Nobody wants to fight Sean Porter. You got Lamont Peterson. He's a title holder, and he's been in recess since February. So I don't understand that. We got champions that don't want to even get in the ring, or they waiting to fight one time a year. That's whack. In y'all 20s, y'all fighting one time a year. One time a year. That's all y'all need. That's not appealing to the boxing fan. That's not appealing to us. That's not appealing to us as a community, my guy. We trying to see the best fights, the dopest fights, the great talents versus the good talents, the B levels versus the C levels, the A levels versus the B levels. The B levels mix it up with the D levels once in a while. The D levels get a shot at the A levels. The D levels get a shot at the B levels. You know, we want to see all this type of action. Like I said, we're going to shout out the front runners, because the front runners save the day when nobody have to fight. They make the fight interesting, and they also give somebody an opponent to get their shit off, to improve, to get better. But the best way to get better is if the best fight the best, and the guys with the titles, with the #1 spots, with all the popularity. Let's mix all that into the guys with the heart and the guys that's being ducked. Let's put all that together. Why I got to be separate? All that has to be separate, and the front runner is that kind of guy. So we need more front runners in boxing. We need that front runner mentality to just go out there and get it and fucking fight and win. Take on any challenge that comes your way. Because at the end of the day, you got a legacy to build. The money's gonna be there if you make smart investments outside of boxing. Don't only think boxing, man. Use that as a stepping stone to do other things. If all you know is boxing, you playing yourself, you selling yourself short. There's other ways to get money. Have that front runner mentality, and we'll be able to see the whole fucking every fight that we want to see. I just wanted to drop that on y'all. She got Famous Athletics. Make sure you subscribe, get notified by hitting the bell notification next to the subscribe button, and hopefully in a couple of days we'll see something with Wilder, we'll see something with Spence, we'll see something with Porter, we'll hear some news about Thurman, we'll hear more on the Rigo and Loma, we'll hear a whole bunch of other fights that need to be brought up. You understand what I'm saying? October 14th, make sure y'all check out Showtime. We got the triple header with Laura versus Goucher, we got Lubin versus Charlo, and we got Trout versus Hurd. Shit got Famous, signing out. 1.
Stamina good, still going with the wind. See, get in the hood, say your next show is when. It's Fame USA, up the game, punching bag treatment on they.